Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel of Cricket Next. The IPL is well and truly underway with each team having played 4 to 5 games and exciting contests have been witnessed from teams right from north to south. Today we have a very special guest with us, defending champions Gujarat Titans lead bowler Joshua Little. Welcome to Cricket Next, Josh. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
A long way from home, from Dublin to Gujarat, how the journey has been for you.
Yeah, it's been good. I've been here nearly a month now. I came for a training camp for 10 days or so before we started into the actual competition. So settled in nicely, got to know everyone, and yeah, got underway there a few weeks ago.
Yeah. How's the mood in the camp like for you? How easily did you like gelled into the atmosphere with someone like a Hardik Pandya and a head coach like Ashish Nehra and a mentor like Gary Kirsten?
Yeah, one of the things we preach as a franchise is a nice laid back attitude and sort of an enjoyment factor to the way we play our cricket. So it's been very warm and welcoming and very easy to settle into such a great group.
And how intimidating it is it to play in front of the packed stadium at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad? One of a kind experience, isn't it?
It's obviously one of the biggest stadiums in the world, I think. So to see it packed out and hear all the screaming fans and all the lights and everything is pretty special and an experience you won't find many places in the world. So definitely an experience to remember.
Josh, you have been around the T20 league circuit for quite some time now. You have played in the 100, you have played in the PSL. Recently, you played at the South Africa 22. Now playing in the IPL, what's the clear difference which you are seeing as a player in your growth story? How important was that IPL piece in your cricket puzzle?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is I'd say the standard of cricket is probably the highest. I'd say it's as close to international cricket as you're going to get, if not better. Obviously,
Yeah.
the crowds are bigger. And then just things like the amount of travel and then the amount of games close by is something that you don't find in many competitions. Considering this goes on for 2 months, everything else is usually a month. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Then how about the food? How much are you enjoying the jalebi and the fafdas in Ahmedabad? Or haven't you had a taste yet?
I enjoy Indian food, so I'm having no issues there. I'm eating it 3 times a day, so that's good. Me and my girlfriend are both enjoying it. So yeah.
Just talking about the campaign so far, you have featured in 4 games. So personally, how the season has been for you, because you have impressed in the power play, certain runs leaked here and there, but overall, how the season has been for you personally.
Yeah, it's been good. I think, like you said, it's sort of been up and down. Some things haven't gone my way, and then there's been other times where I've been pretty happy. So it's just about maybe making a more consistent show of myself. But other than that, I'm pretty happy.
You come just take us through to some the background from where you come from. It's more of a cricketing family, from what I have heard, from what I have read. Your sisters play cricket too. So how excited is the mood back home, seeing you on the big screen in the IPL? And I'll touch the auction bit later, but now just let's focus on the IPL bit. How's the mood back home?
Yeah, I think from the day I was picked, my whole family was pretty excited for me, considering I was obviously the first Irish player to be involved. So that was very special for them to be a part of as well. And obviously, my 2 sisters who both played for Ireland as well. I suppose to look up to me in that way and I guess be proud of me as well. So yeah, my family are pretty happy, and I think my parents will come over next week. Few games.
Yeah. So Josh, quickly just touching on his sisters bit. So could we see the little sisters playing the Women's Premier League probably in the next time around the tournament starts?
Yeah, well, they're both pretty young and they're both pretty talented. So you never know where this game can go. And all you need is one good season, and then you're in the mix. So fingers crossed.
Just talking about being young and being in the mix, you were drafted in the Ireland setup at a very young age. I think you weren't even 17 when you started playing for Ireland. And since then, you have actually come a long way playing against the big boys, doing well in the recent T20 World Cup, picking a hat trick, keeping Australia and England quiet, not conceding more than six and over there. So, how has that experience been? Because you are carrying that international form into the IPL arena now.
Yeah, I think last year was probably sort of if you could say, my breakthrough season. Things went well for me. So, being picked up in the IPL was obviously a dream come true, and hopefully I can show some of that form later on in the competition.
Coming from Ireland, 4.4 crores, bidding war between Gujarat Titans and Lucknow Super Giants at the mini auction. Were you expecting that? Were you expecting to go that big?
No, I don't think anyone could ever really expect if they get a big price. I was actually just watching at home on the YouTube stream, and then my name came up, and it just kept on going up. So I was absolutely delighted, and yeah, a day I'll never forget.
Josh, from the TV screens and the IPL which we have covered, it's always very fascinating to observe someone like Ashish Nehra near the boundary rope, constantly feeding into the players' ears. What are the conversations like, and how is it, working with someone like him who has enjoyed so much success in the international arena for the Indian cricket team, so much experience. So how has that been for you? Because you too, like him, are a left-arm seamer.
Yeah, like you said, both left-arm seamers, and he's very, very passionate about the game and takes every second he can to share his knowledge with me. He pulls me aside every training session for 5-10 minutes and just talks through plans, fields, asks how I'm feeling. So he's been invaluable, and a special coach to work with just because of his passion and his knowledge of the game.
And what about Hardik? He's rising the ranks when it comes to the captaincy bit. He was leading the Indian side not long back in the T20s and the ODIs as well when Rohit wasn't available. So working with Hardik, kind of creating that similar sort of atmosphere where you are kind of chilled out and laid back and not really reading too much into what happens on the field.
That's the thing, yeah. A very laid back character, but a strong character too. So two things that go hand in hand, and hopefully you can see on the cricket pitch.
Josh, just quickly shifting your focus to, we are seeing teams like Ireland, Afghanistan, participation of players from these leagues, especially in your team. You have someone like a Rashid Khan, who obviously is a legend in his own right in T20s. Then Noor Ahmed made his debut last night, and then you two are doing so well in the IPL. So you see the trend is changing, and the players who are doing well, even in the smaller international teams, are getting noticed and getting the platform to shine on the biggest stage of them all.
Yeah, I think it's down to the exposure. I think all us teams are getting more game time on the international scene, which is then showcasing what talent these teams have more. Whereas a couple of years ago, we'd be lucky to even get looked at a World Cup maybe once every 2 years. So now we're getting constant cricket all year round, which gives us more opportunity to show the talent we have. So yeah.
Yeah, just quickly, taking your memory back to last year, it wasn't a good experience for you in the IPL when you were an quote unquote net bowler for the CSK last time around. So happy memories now that you are part of the GT camp and you are getting the game time which you wanted last time around too.
Yeah, of course. I can remember last year being in the CSK camp, net bowling, thinking, "Gosh, I'd love to be playing," and that was sort of my main driving factor to go back home, work hard, and then hopefully be picked up this year. And thankfully I was. So yeah.
Yeah, just now before I wrap up, one thing which you would want to take home from the IPL, any particular skill or delivery which you are working closely with Ashish Nehra in the nets, probably a off cutter or a back of the hand delivery which you want to add to your repertoire?
I think just developing my game as a whole. If I can go home 1%, 2% better than the way I came, I think that's a win. So nothing specific, just everything as a whole.
Now, lastly, how would you evaluate the season gone by? 5 games, a couple of games which you probably should have won. Even the last night result was kind of a bit 50-50. You nearly had the game in your grip, but it kind of slipped away. So those 2 losses against KKR and Rajasthan Royals would hurt.
Yeah, we spoke last night and we said, we actually should have won all 5 games. We were on top in all 5 games, and it was our fault for letting those slip away. So the mood in the camp hasn't changed. We're still very positive about the cricket we're playing and know the type of cricket we're playing. It's just about correcting those little things to make sure we're better at getting across the line.
Yeah. Last comment, you witnessed that Rinku Singh carnage from close quarters. How freak was that an effort? 5 sixes or 5 consecutive balls. I know that would have been hard on Yash Dayal and you would have put an arm around his shoulder after the game. But what was that? Being on the receiving end.
it's one of those innings you only see once or twice in a lifetime. Like, we've seen Carlos Brathwaite in the World Cup, and then we saw Rinku. So got two very special innings, and I may never see something like that again in my life. So hats off to him, fair play. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be back.
Did you have a chat with Yash after the game? What was your message to him?
I mean, I just said that I've had days like that as well, and it doesn't change who you are as a cricketer or a person. The sun will come up tomorrow, and you just get back to work. So I think it's really that simple. It may take time to get over it, but he's still a great bowler. Had a great season last year, so nothing changes there.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Josh. I hope you have a good week off from cricket because you play Saturday next. So a lot of break time for you guys. So I hope you do well, recover well, and hope to see you back on the field pretty soon and do well for both Gujarat Titans and when you go back home for Ireland. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. So that was Joshua Little, Ireland cricketer, the first from his nation to play in the IPL. Yes, Ian Morgan did play in the IPL, but he was an English international technically then. So he has been doing well for Gujarat Titans so far, has bowled well in the power play, leaked some runs here and there, but he has been a very exciting talent to watch, and someone Gujarat Titans have been rating very highly ever since they got him at the auction for 4.4 crores, and that was after a bidding war with LSG. So you stay tuned to Cricket Next YouTube channel for more such stories from the world of IPL. Like and share this video, click on the bell icon, subscribe, share our channel, because Cricket Matlab, Cricket Next. Thank you for watching.